All right, kids. So just on the left-hand side here, you can see that I've got these 6 sections bolded for you. Oh, except for the last one, conclusion. It is there, though. Okay, so let's take a look here. So obviously this experiment is about double displacement. So, I mean, your purpose is really just, to observe some double displacement reactions happening. All this stuff I want you to do for the intro here, this is really just out of our note from the other day. So you can go back and just kind of organize that into a nice paragraph and, add any information you feel pertinent to that. So like this should be a really easy introduction to write. There shouldn't be too much thinking here. Like I said, when you guys get to the material, and again, maybe the move is you actually probably just want to do your write-up on this document. It's just like start deleting things. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Sorry if I could actually delete things more effectively than I am. You should probably just start like right here. The purpose of this experiment is to, blah, 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 whatever you're going to write here for. Okay? Can't get rid of that bracket. So when it comes to the materials and the procedure, like I said, you can just leave them here. Don't touch them. Essentially what we've got here is I've got 2 groups of chemicals, 3 in each. And the procedure, again, this is something you would do in person, but we're going to actually watch this experiment. And you're going to watch the experiment, and you're going to fill in what happens down here. So if you're on the document and you just hold your cursor over it, it says press Control and then click it to actually make it work. So you can do that, or you can copy and paste it. I'll just click on it. What the heck? Oh.
I can't hear it.
All right, so that's essentially what the experiment's going to be. Where'd my doc? Okay, so that would be, what did I say? I had it labeled in the video. I think it was silver nitrate and hydrochloric acid. So you could see that a precipitate happened there. And remember, that's what this experiment, and we learned the other day, is there's 3 signs of a double displacement. You've got your precipitates, your solids forming, liquid forming, water, or gas forming. This lab is really just about precipitates. So for this one, there was a white precipitate. So that's all you need to fill in the observations. So you're going to have to watch the rest of the video. The other 9 are in there. Generally, they're going to be white precipitates, and I'm just making this one up here, there's no reaction. So again, don't copy this down. I'm just hand bombing this here. So maybe these ones were no reactions. Maybe these other ones were white precipitates. I don't know. It's going to be up to you guys to find out. Yeah. So you're going to do that. And again, not all of them will be reactions, but there should be, I don't know, half or 5 or 6 of them reactions, whatever happens. There's only one question to do, which says create balanced equations for all reactions that occurred. Be sure to name all reactants and products. So again, you can type it on here. That's fine. And I don't need it to be super fancy. So I mean, frankly, it's like, okay, and maybe we can I'll get you started on the first one here. You're like, okay, that, plus that. I'll put your little arrow in. And then you got to figure out your products. Do your double displacing. When it comes to balancing, again, whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just, put it there. Just make it happen. And then it's probably a good idea if we number this too, so I know which one it is. Something like that. And then, like I said, if there were 5 reactions, you're going to have 5 answers here. Don't forget, too, that you always need to name everything. Silver, hydrochloric acid. Did we even cover the acids? Anyway, that one's a hydrochloric acid. That one should be... Yeah, that's the only one I guess we didn't really do for names. Usually I do that. We just didn't get around to it, I guess. Come on. Okay, so the tabbing's being a little annoying here. Anyway, and then you get your products and you figure out whatever else is happening there. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, like I said, so there's going to be 5 or 6 of those. balance, name, all that stuff. Make it as best you can, but again, don't go overboard. You don't have to spend an hour making it all pretty for me because, you know, it'll be fine. And then your conclusion, summarize your experiment and what you discovered in this experiment. So I hope you guys are discovering, that double displacements can produce precipitates. That's something. And I also mentioned here with your error that you can just put that there's no experimental error because this is observationally based. You can say something like, there was no error. You can try to write it as a sentence. There was no experimental error because this was, you know what I'm getting at here. I'm just trying to do this quickly. It's not really turning out that great. There was no experimental error because it was observationally based, because the experiment was observationally based. So a little something like that. So that's about it, kids. I'm going to give you the rest of the period today to get this done. And when you are finished, back to the website here. Up at the top, we have the assignments area. So if you click on the assignments area, there it is. So you just click here and then upload it. You got to click OK like 5 times for it to upload. There's a rubric attached to this as well. I think if you click on it, you can check that out. But again, the rubric's just kind of common sense. If you guys do a good job on the write-up, you get a good mark. If you do a poor job, you get a poor mark. And if you do nothing, you get no mark. And along those lines. So I think what I shall do is, I think I want this due by Friday. And yeah, Friday. Friday should do. And if you're not quite done by Friday, that's fine. You can take a couple extra days, but by the following Monday, I'm going to get annoyed and start to hassle you and call your parents that you haven't done it. So I'll make this due on Friday, but if you need the weekend to finish it, that's fine. I got a pretty good idea you're going to get a lot done of it today, if not the whole thing today. Alrighty, so I'll write the due date on the front page here. That's about all I have to say. I'm stopping the recording.